Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a match between uThermal and Stephano here on World of Sleepers. Top right hand corner we have the blue Terran player, it is uThermal, and in the bottom left we've got a red Zerg player, he is French, he is Stephano. So it's going to be a Dutch player versus a French player here, going at it in a ZVT here for our enjoyment. I got a request to cast a Stephano game, and hey, I found one from 2019. So hey, it's a little bit older, but hey, it is Stephano, who is a very popular player. He went to medical school, I think, or at least university, and put his career on pause. But he is back now, back and ready to take names. 16 hatch here from Stephano, 1 Rex expand here from uThermal. I'm pretty darn sure based on how this has gone already. And yeah, hit that like button if you're excited to see Stephano here on your Wednesday. Ah, yes, Wednesday. A good day for StarCraft 2. And again, like I said last week, if you think I have stopped posting StarCraft 2 games because they're not showing on your recommended feed, that is the algorithm screwing with you guys. Alright, I post StarCraft 2 on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Yep, Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I do StarCraft 2 stuff. Oh, and Sunday. I do my Sunday series. So, of course, that's another day. So, if you're like, boy, Falcon hasn't posted a StarCraft 2 cast in a while, all I'm seeing is Brood War stuff. No! I'm doing both. For the love of all that is holy, you might have to go into, like, my actual channel, which is youtube.com/FalconPaladin, to see my latest uploads and to be like, wow, look at all this stuff I didn't know existed because YouTube is being mean. Yeah, YouTube, what I think is happening is my Brood War videos are getting a lot more attention recently. So Brood War's like, well, Brood War. YouTube's like, well, when a Brood War cast posts, did I not select that guy? When a Brood War cast posts, it gets a lot of attention. So we'll be sure to recommend that to a lot of people. But StarCraft 2 posts don't get as much attention, and we're going to stop recommending it. It's like, no! Recommend all the things, you morons. Alright, so Reaper name here, Maggie McFly, was a heartless woman who attempted to build a French fry-based empire. Her ineptitude and mismanagement resulted in the deaths of countless workers, and she had all the intelligence and social grace of a brick placed inside an active dryer. One day, however, she made a fatal error. She forgot to include cheese on Emperor Menk's burger. Enraged, he dismantled her business and sent her to the Reaper program, claiming all of her cheese slices as his own. And he got a kill, or she got a kill out of it. Good job, Maggie McFly. Heal up. Combat drugs. Engage. There you go. Now engaging. Healing up. Lings off creep. A little bit dangerous here, but so far we've seen this dance a harjillion times. It doesn't really result in much. It's just your first scouting. And if you don't do this, like if you're known as the player that never sends out the Reaper, then Zerg against you doesn't have to make these 4 lings. They can make 2 more drones and suddenly their economy is better. I know you're thinking, it's only 2 drones, Falcon. How important could it be? No, 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 no. 2 drones at that stage of the game is huge. So that's why you make the Reaper. Even if you don't accomplish much with it, you force the lings out, and that's the important thing. Third base popping in for Stephano at 320, though. Good grief. Zippy third base. Hellion follow-up here from uThermal, who is a very good player. I don't know who to expect to win this thing, honestly. I think uThermal's been a little bit more consistently good. Especially last year in 2019 September. God, what event was that? Was that a home story in late September or something earlier than that? I don't remember. Who knows? Who can remember things that happened 9 months ago before all this COVID stuff happened, huh? Yeah, creep tumor down. Nicely done. Nicely played there. More Hellions with blue flame. Oh, too fact. We're meching it. uThermal's going to try and mech it happen here against Stephano. Ooh, I don't know that I've seen Stephano play against a meching player in some time. This should be good. Now, when the blue flame shows up here at like 4.5 minutes, Stephano's going to be like, okay, I was preparing for bio, but you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to switch on over to try to prepare for mech. Although he doesn't have anything but lings and queens right now, so I don't think he's preparing for anything. He doesn't have a baneling nest. He doesn't have a roach warren. He's going for double evos, which is cool and good for upgrades. But otherwise, he's just really droning his face off right now, which is fine. He has the upgrade advantage, or the income advantage at the moment, according to our very nice Game Heart graph. But yeah, Blue Flame coming in here, about 5 minutes. Third CC coming up on the way. This is a fairly large map, so rushes are hard to do, which is why we get more macro games on this map. Or we did when it was part of the map pool. So Zerglings are like, okay, there's a third base. be able to shut it down. Maybe we can... Oh, maybe he wants to trap these Hellions. I kind of support this. He's like, all right, where are they? Look at them on the high ground. Very smart. So it doesn't work, but the Lings can escape because they're on creep and they're very zippy that way. And they're faster than the Hellions off creep anyway, so you can't chase them down. Can't chase them down, but they have a hard time chasing you down because you're very fast as well. Quick pause. Apparently somebody was lagging. That's usually what that is. Going for Magfield Accelerator here for Cyclones. We're race car meching this. Look at the blue flame. He's like, wait, what? I guess this is why I have 100 queens. It's for this very reason. The drones pull off the mineral line. Look at the Hellions getting all the way into the main, though. Oh, no. Line them up. Line them up, as D9 would say. 7 drones down. 8 drones down. Bunch of Lings getting murdered here, too. Blue Flame Hellion attacks are so frustrating if you don't have any roaches to handle them. Look at the Lings. They finally cleaned them up. But that's 10 drones down, and 45 Zerglings have died today. That's insane. No queens died, though. That's a big deal for Stephano. So he's going to make a million drones to replace the ones that he lost. The income is going to favor uThermal temporarily until those extra drones come in. Puts everybody back on the line. Overlord with no speed is like, you don't have much that can shoot up. It's only 1 Marine. I can get some good scouting off here before I die. But yeah, uThermal, man. Is he going race car mech? He's got to be. Nobody gets Magfield Accelerator and this many Cyclones unless they're not going race car mech. Or unless they are going race car mech. So Stephano needs a 4th base. And at this point, it really comes down to Viper play. That's how I've seen this beat in the past, is you don't want to go Broodlords because they're too slow to handle the speed of race car mech, which is Blue Flame Hellions and Cyclones, effectively. But if you can abduct the Cyclones out of the group of mech into your army and kill them one by one, then everything's fine, because it's just Hellions at that point, and Hellions can't do anything. They're just there to protect the Cyclones. The Hellions are there to do Blue Flame damage to Zerglings that try to come up and murder everything. Because, again, if it was just Cyclones, Zerglings would destroy. But the Hellions are there to keep the Cyclones safe. The Cyclones can kill everything else pretty effectively with that lock-on ability, and even just the basic damage, too. So we'll see. We'll see what Stephano does here to handle this. I haven't seen Race Car Mech in some time. That's kind of what's fun about going back to these slightly older replays, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a blast from the past, you know. Can you get in here? What did he... Oh, we're in the 3rd base. Cool. So their base is getting barbecued to death. The positioning here is super good from uThermal, too. I like it. Hey, look, an infestation pit, like what you need for Vipers. Very cool. Dude, 10 more drones down. 20 drones killed in the first 7 minutes is pretty good. Look at that income advantage for uThermal the last couple of minutes here as he pulls drones off the line and murders more of them. And our first little group of race car mech is here. So we got Hellions, we got Cyclones. Like I said, symbiotic relationship. Cyclones can kill everything except for Zerglings, and Hellions can kill Zerglings, especially if they have the Blue Flame. No upgrades are done for the mech other than, again, the Infernal Pre-Igniter and the Magfield Accelerator. So, yeah, look what you can do here against Queens. You don't do bonus damage versus Queens, but the damage output is very good anyway. The transfuses are insane from Stephano. Has he still not lost a Queen today? He's still not lost a Queen. He is really keeping those Queens safe. Look at this group of Ling and Bane. If you want to come over this way, we will bash into your face. That's the thing. Banelings are really good against this. They're just too slow to catch up. So you have to surround if you're going to get Baneling hits on this. And it can be hard to do if your creep's all getting murdered by Blue Flame Hellions, it turns out. Actually going Infester. Wow, Pathogen Glands coming in from Stephano. Banelings do get some decent connections there, but still enough Hellions remaining. The Lings don't want to engage. Yeah, I think he's trying to set up surrounds. That's what these guys are for anyway. Up on the creep, so you're safe. 4th base, 5th base is done for Stephano down south. He has always been very good at macro. Stephano, just no questions. No questions about his macro at all. uThermal's 4th base is fine. There's like 5 Zerglings trying to kill it. Not going to happen. Especially not with a Blue Flame Hellbat here. Ooh, Widowmine's getting mixed in. Okay, so maybe we're transitioning. Yeah, we are. Look at this. Regular tank production. Upgrades coming in. I think you might be done with Race Car Mech after this group, which is going to be a little bit tricky. But look at this. Neural Parasite. Yeah, Stephano knows. Stephano knows this is a regular mech transition. He's preparing Neural Parasite for Thors and for tanks. you don't really want it against this generally. But yeah, against the big ticket, big hitters like Thors and tanks, absolutely. Widow Mines burrowing in, so Ling's effectiveness is pretty bad. Again, coming up. Widow Mines, a little bit of some... Oh, what a Baneling hit. 6 kills there. That was sick. Oh, that was disgusting. And these Lings are like, we can prevent your escape, villain. Oh, no, wait, hang on. There's too many of you. Never you mind. But it's cool. Stephano's making 8 infestors, all with pathogen glands and neural parasites on the way. This is looking good. This is looking good for Stephano. Factory, factory, factory. uThermal factoring it all the way up. Getting the drilling claws upgrade. Getting transformation servos upgrade. Getting +1, although +2 missile attack is done for Stephano for like the queens that he has. Yeah, he's got +2 missile attack and has made nothing but queens that can take advantage of that, interestingly enough. Fungal not bad here either. Slowing this down so that Lings and Banelings can crash onto them is pretty fantastic. Oh, those tumors just died for... Just trying to set those up, man. Stephano's trying to push up the middle here, not really working out all that well. Banelings not sure where to go. And as a result, they're going to accomplish basically nothing. I mean, they're going to kill 2 Hellions, sure. Dos Alienos. I don't know what Hellion is in Spanish. What do I look like? A Spanish speaker? I'm not. I don't speak any languages but English. Very American that way. More infestors, man. How many do we have? He's got 9. He's going to have 13 infestors here. And, like, neural parasiting the tanks is pretty awesome. Because everyone's all clumped up anyway. Oh, big Hellbat push. Big tank support. This is interesante. Banelings coming on a nice split on the Hellbats from uThermal. Doesn't take too much damage there. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. And then a bunch of Ling Bane here. I don't know that Stephano has enough to do this right now. Oh, the neural parasite from behind, though. Oh, he snuck around the back way. Got all the tanks. Cleaned everything up. Oh, brutal. Stephano. Spellcasters, man. Without spellcasters, Zerg are dead in that situation. But you know what? With spellcasters, they look OP. Balancing is hard. Hellbat waddles home with 2 kills to his name. Cyclone with 12 kills is like, hey, how you doing? And look at, ooh, actually throwing down Infested Terrans. Remember those? Remember Infested Terrans? Aren't they so cute? No, they're not cute. They're terrifying. And really good for Zerg. They got removed. And Zerg were given a completely useless spell, Microbial Shroud, that still nobody uses, even though it's free, and you don't have to research it. By free, I mean you don't have to pay to research it, but it still costs energy. Which, again, no one's ever going to use it. Oh, no, 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 no. But dude, you can't just lose spellcasters like that. Remember I said they're important for Zerg? They're extremely importante. Muy importante for Zerg. 11 infestors on the way, Stephano, you madman. You madman. With 11 infestors in production to add to the 11 that he already has. He's only lost 2. He's done an alright, decent job keeping them alive. I'd still like them all to be alive, but they are squishy in fairness. And their model was changed to be smaller before this game. As you can see, the smaller model is here. uThermal just dealing with creep as well as he can here. Stephano's got a 6th base. 6th and 7th coming up simultaneously on opposite sides of the map. He's just going to sack this one. That's a cancel, but the bottom one is working here at the 6 o'clock. Lings jumping on top. Oh, that tank. Free tank. Free Hellbats. I mean, not free. It cost a couple Banelings and some Lings to do that. Is there enough to Baneling bomb this planetary? I think it is. The Hellions are trying to make sure there's not enough to Baneling bomb it, and no, it does go down. You really don't need that many if you have Lings. A couple more tanks die over in this area. The infestors are burrowing their way to... Oh my gosh, all of these tanks, though. Scan, uThermal. Can't you see? Nope, so there's the Neural. Widowmine actually takes the first shot, which is hilarious. Oh, more assimilation successful down this way. And everything dies up north. However, uThermal's down south, and he's going after Stephano's 3rd. Which, based on where everything is here for Stephano, he's not going to be able to hold it, I don't think. Although, he's buying time for the infestors to come around the backside and neural parasite all the tanks again. Get out of there. There are some scans. He's watching his backside now. uThermal doesn't want to get tricked again. And Blue Flame Hellbats with Cyclone's going to take down this third hatch. All right, so good victory. A base for a base there for both these players. Oh, just kidding. Is he going to save it? No. There's no way. The assimilation is successful, and then the infested Terrans jumping on top of everything. Largely dying, though. Not doing super great. All right. 7 Ultras in production are pretty good. Did all of its infestors die? When? Hold up. Hold your horses. Oh my gosh. All the infestors died. Okay. That's brutal. That is 24 infestors down. When's the last time you saw 24 spellcasters die in a game? In 15 minutes. That's it's not very often. 27,000 resources lost for Stephano, 70,000 lost for uThermal. Income is about even right now. Creeping into uThermal's advantage after that base died, obviously, but a lot of Ultralisks. Gonna be all right. Tank count is fairly impressive here. I don't know. Is it enough is the question. They got +2 attack and +2 armor, though, which is nice. Good upgrades here from uThermal. So we got Ultras. Oh, it's the bug. The Ultras don't have moving animations. They glide. I haven't seen this in a while. They're like statues. Ugh, I want to... Hang on. It happens if you rewind, I think is the problem. That's when the bug comes in. Rewinding again certainly did not help. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's so weird, isn't it? They're just gliding along. Oh, the production tab went away. Come back. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Say the Ultralisks jumping on top of these tanks. There's enough to get rid of these tanks. They just want to give you hugs. That's all it is. Liberators are so good against Ultras, though, really negating all of their armor, which is why they're good. Big swingers, man. I talk about that a lot. Big time hitters are good against Ultralisks. Stuff that ignores armor is also very good. Ooh, Liberator Hellion over here at Stephano's 4th base. That's not great. And bam, he's out. Stephano taps out, and uThermal gets the win in 16.5 minutes. Wow. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the game here, there's 4 Ultralisks, and that is the army, man. Stephano infested so much in infestors, and then they were all gone. There's not much he could do. He didn't really have anything that could shoot up. He had 5 queens on the map, but no Hydralisks, no Mutalisks, no Corruptors, no Spire either. It's a Baneling Nest, Infestation Pit, Ultralisk Cavern, and Spawning Pool. That is the smallest amount of tech I've seen in a 15-minute match from a Zerg in some time. So yeah, it's a little bit premature, but it is 200 to 106 supply. Like, 91 to 52 workers. uThermal lost 1 base, but he's reclaimed it pretty easily. This base is only protected by 2 spines. Is going to die. This base doesn't have any protection at all. This base is toast. The drone count, the massacre of drones is just insane. And income, look at that, favoring uThermal pretty substantially over the last minute or so. Stephano saw the writing on the wall, and he tapped out. So I guess that, if you're wondering, why don't we ever see Zerg players make 22 infestors anymore? Well, even back when they had infested Terrans, it wasn't great to make 22 infestors, especially if your enemy has tanks out on the field and scan, which any good Terran player is going to do at a certain point. Yeah, it looked good for a minute, didn't it? You saw this attack get cleaned up easily, and you're like, more overpowered Zerg. No, that is not what happened even a little bit in the end there. And again, it all came down to that moment. Where is that moment? I'm going to find the moment where the infestors all died, because that was... We saw a bunch of them die there, but that wasn't 22 of them. 8, 11, and there's more on the way, right? No, he's making some ultras. Back further. He did have a little... Okay, so this is it. Yeah. So here's the 22 infestors. We're going to follow them for a minute, because I'm really not sure how they all died. Like, I know some of them died walking into tank fire in this area, but I didn't see 22 of them die. So this happens. We were focused on the Baneling Bomb. They're burrowed here. This group gets wiped out. The infestors are over in this area. Oh, yeah. Then we did this. Okay, so a bunch of them died here. splash damage was a problem there, too. 2 infestors died. Good target firing there. We're down to 15. Down to 11! Okay, so we went down from 22 to 11 with this engagement. I didn't realize that that many of them had died. And this guy gets left alone. They don't actually kill him because this attack is happening. And he has to get his butt all the way down here, making a bunch of bailing, trying to save the day. The Hellbats are on the base. The tanks are covering. And this is still 11. Okay, so one dies there to scan and tank fire. We're down to 10 infestors. This base is taking serious hits. And then, yeah, so this is it. 10 infestors come through here. They run into range of the missile turret and then get scanned and they all die. Okay, that's it. That was the story of how we went from 22 infestors to 0 infestors. The answer is siege tanks. Ta-da. Yeah, look how short this unit's loss tab is. It's 30 drones, 400 zerglings, a couple overseers, 33 banelings, and 24 infestors and 5 queens. That's it. No, I lied. There were some ultras that died at the end of the game. And ultralisks. No roaches, no ravagers, no mutas, no corruptors. Just this. No hydralisks, no lurkers. I mean, it's incredible how short this is. But again, a uThermal doesn't have a huge list of stuff he lost either. It's Widow Mines, Hellions, Hellbats, Cyclones, tanks, and a couple Marines. So, we're not using the whole arsenal in this game, but sometimes that's okay. Sometimes you don't need it. All right. Well, cool. That's going to be it for me then today for your Wednesday. This is Ben Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.